It's been a while. It's been like 6 months. I keep count. Yeah, I know how long it's been. I've really gotten out of my groove. I just need to take photos. I need to get back into it. So what better way to do that than make a video that will most definitely burn me out like it did last time and, you know, make me not take photos again. As soon as I started, things didn't really go as planned. I was originally going to use film. I did load some into my Mamiya 6.7, but I kind of didn't realize that it didn't have a timer. And then also I kind of realized it doesn't have a bulb mode. And I also can't just take like a 20-second exposure and it wouldn't work. Any film camera, it wouldn't have worked taking pictures of myself, essentially. And I was just like, okay, well, whatever. Guess we're not doing film this time. We're just doing digital, which is, you know, really good for a film photography channel. Photos, right? So these first photos I took, they kind of sucked. They were kind of mid, to be real. I was kind of going for that, you know, that weird uncle that kind of, he's had a few divorces. He really shouldn't be around. I didn't really get that vibe though. Instead, I'm in a bad point in life, but I'm just trying to make the most of it. At least that's the way I see it. These photos kind of suck. I'm gonna be completely real. They weren't any good. I thought I was going somewhere with them. I wasn't. But later in the evening, I did take good photos, and these are actually good. They have this kind of, they look odd, they look strange, and they give off that weird feeling. They remind me of Gregory Crewdson's work, who's a photographer I really like and I respect. And I think I really kind of got that from these photos. So these photos, they have a much more eerie, kind of estranged feeling to them. It's alienated. These two photos, they're kind of similar. They're just me flipped around, essentially. I think the colors look really good. They might be a little oversaturated. I think they work relatively well. This blue one, I think this is my favorite out of this group. It's cold. It feels strange. It feels dead. And I don't know why, but that feeling I just like that I get from this photo. I desaturated it a little bit, just a little bit more oomph, but like in a subtle way. And then the rest of these, I kind of just was messing around, just kind of feeling out, like, can I get something from these photos that I didn't get from them before? They're nothing too crazy. Some weeks ago though, I did take more photos kind of in this similar way. I think these work the best. I think my use of color and the poses that I use, I think they work very well together. These two first photos, separately they work, but when they're side by side, it's kind of like a story. The first one's kind of an outside shot. You feel like you're watching something more cinematic, but then you zoom in and you feel like it's a lot more personal and like you're in that moment. I don't know why, but these blue shots, they just work so well. It feels like I've given up. It looks like there's nowhere to go. It feels cold. It feels like I'm frozen still. I also experimented with motion and hue, just kind of switching up the colors. I think the pink, a lot more different than the rest of the photos. It feels so surreal and it feels a lot more like I'm trying to disassociate and I'm trying to run away from something without even getting up. And then this last one, this stare, I wanted it to feel creepy, but the normal colors didn't work. So I was just messing around and I did a hue change and I think making my skin red makes it feel that much more insane. Overall, I'm pretty happy with these photos, a lot more than I thought it would have been. I definitely want to experiment more with color and light, especially using artificial light and these kind of situations. It bakes a look into it, but I'm used to working with film and kind of just taking the picture, doing some minor tweaks like contrast and saturation and whatnot, and then just sending it off, and that's it. It's a lot more work when you're taking the photo, but in post, it's just done. You're done. You can touch up the photo and you leave it. It's just the way I'm accustomed to working. Yeah. Subscribe, like if you liked it. This is a shorter video, but you know, we're chilling, we're just hanging out, doing stuff. Okay, bye.